You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So now it's time here at the Monday Night Community Show with me, Daniel, to the interview I did with Stephen, and we're going to be talking all about how for millions of small and medium-sized businesses in the UK, it's sometimes difficult dealing with an overly complicated tax system. Firstly, I was hoping you could introduce yourself to our listeners.
Fine. Okay. Stephen Ibbotson, Director of Business at the ICAEW.
So, thank you for talking to us. I was hoping you can begin by telling us how much of a problem the current tax system is for SMEs.
Yes, happily. And I think there are two ways in which it's a problem. Firstly, it's very complicated. There are lots of different taxes. The UK has one of the longest tax codes in the world, actually, so SMEs, unless they get advice, could spend a lot of time working out what they need to do, how they need to do it, and more importantly, when they need to do it. It's also a bit of a problem in that HMRC have very poor service standards at the moment. So if people have tried to get in touch with them, they will know this. You have to wait on the phone for a long time, or letters take a long time to answer. You can't contact them by email. To be fair, they do know this and they're trying to do something about it, but they do need to do something about it. And even when you get through to them, it can be difficult sometimes to get clear advice that is understandable and addresses the problem that the SME may have. So those are the big problems.
So do you think these changes from the HMRC will improve the situation, perhaps?
Well, in theory they should, because we live in a digital age, so digitalising the tax system would seem to be a good thing. But it depends how they do it. The best way to do it would be to make the system simpler at the same time, so that would make it easier for everybody. But the other potential problem is the transition. HMRC and government generally don't have a good track record at implementing big systems, so it may be a bit of a rocky time when they put this new system in.
So making something user-friendly is always important. What sort of changes would you try and make? Well,
I keep saying it, but the first thing we try and do is make the whole system simpler. As I said, too many taxes, too much complication, too many little tweaks that we keep adding on to the tax system rather than redesigning it. So every budget, there are new changes that they make. So even for chartered accountants, they have to work hard to keep up with it. So for ordinary SMEs who have much better ways to use their time running their business, it's almost impossible.
Well, I suppose that's the problem, that it's all the hidden stuff and how you can get bogged down with all that, and you can't concentrate on your own business sometimes.
Absolutely, correct.
So what can SME owners do to make life easier for themselves when it comes to tax issues?
Well, the main thing I would suggest is they go to an expert, because that will save them time and to run their own business properly. It will also save them getting into trouble, because I've heard of lots of stories from chartered accountant members of SMEs who've come to them that they've either tried to do their taxes themselves or they've used an unqualified person, and they've got into more problems than had they not tried to do those things. So go to an expert. You can go to the ICAEW Business Advice Service on our website. You can get a free consultation from a chartered accountant, and that might be as good a place as anywhere to start.
So just to finish off, if our listeners would like to find out more, do you have any useful contact details or anything to refresh them on?
Yep, ICAW.com, Business Advice Service. There's lots of information there, but more importantly, there's the opportunity to have a free consultation with an ICAEW chartered accountant.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for telling us all about that here at Bridge Radio on the Monday Night Community Show.
Thank you, Daniel.